Okay, I believe this is video 7 now of this hot rod build that I've been doing of my International L110. A few things have happened since we've last spoken, hence the delay. I've got the fuse box in that I'm putting in for my fuses for the under the hood anyway. I'm going to be putting another one underneath the dashboard. Now let me close the hood and let's walk around the truck and I'll show you what I've been doing. Let's start with the bumper, the front bumper. Originally, the International bumper, which is this one here, looks pretty straight, but in actual fact it's got a few dents and bends in it that's going to cost quite a bit of money to repair. I would have done that anyway, but I found that I wanted something a little bit more fancy because it is a hot rod and it's not the original anyway. So let's go to the front again. And what I did was I found a bumper off a 1996 Ford van, 150E they call it. This particular bumper used to be quite a bit deeper or higher, but it didn't look right. So what I did was I cut out 3 inches of the bumper in the center, brought the two pieces together, welded them, and we've ended up with what looks, I think, pretty fancy. It does curve around with the truck and it looks pretty good. It does tie in quite nicely on the ends. And the part that's really neat, I think, is if you look at the line of the grill, and if you can see carefully, there's a bit of an indentation there, a form that came with the bumper came like that originally. And it looks, I think, quite snappy anyway. I haven't put any of the chrome on yet because obviously it has to go for paint, and the less that they have to do, the cheaper it's going to be for me. Eventually all of this chrome is going to come back on. It's going to look pretty good. I'm going to change the wipers. I'm going to turn them to electric, but I'm going to keep them the way they used to be, where they would both go out at the same time and both go in at the same time. So if you follow what I'm saying, today's cars, you've got the 2 wipers that do that. This one's going to be coming in, and this one over here is going to be coming in at the same time. I think it's a really neat old look, and that's what I want to keep. I found these really neat little mirrors, which I've just put on to see what it looked like, and they look pretty cool. You can get them on the internet if anybody's interested. Let's go to the back and I'll show you what I've done. This piece of metal over here used to be this piece here. I put this piece in, which is about double the depth of the original, for a couple of reasons. A, it'll allow me to cut the lights into it as opposed to having them hanging off the side. And also, because my gas tank is at the back, with the original piece it wasn't deep enough and you'd see the gas tank. So by putting this deeper piece in, I've been able to hide 90% of the tank anyway, 80% of the tank anyway. Because my tank is at the back, what I opted to do was put a gas cap right here. This is my gas cap, and once it's all painted, it'll look pretty good. Since the last video, I've obviously put the box on. A couple of things I'm going to do on the inside is I'm not too concerned about the inside, because I'm going to be lining the inside with that aluminum checkered plate, and then the deck's going to be wood, obviously. But all in all, if you walk back and have a look at what we have here, you'll find that she's starting to look like a really cool little hot rod. We step back a bit, and that's what we're dealing with right there. And she'll look a lot better once all the chrome is on, obviously, but that's not going to happen till the paint, and quite frankly, I'm not sure when. I'm still talking to people about that. But I'm sure you'll agree with me. She's starting to look pretty fancy. The interior is not done, obviously, and it will be done sometime in the future. But like I said, until the prefab work is done, all the sheet metal work is done, I'm not too concerned. I'm going to start her up for you, or you guys have heard her on some of the videos before, and I'm going to have to reach over by hand because my camera is in my right hand. Because I live on an island, I have to take the the truck to town next weekend to a friend who has a muffler and a brake shop, and he will be doing all the brake lines. And even though I have Flowmaster mufflers in the truck right now, what I'm going to do is I'm bringing the pipes. What he's going to do for me is he's going to bring the pipes out, or just right over here, flush with the fender. I think it'll look pretty snappy with some chrome pipes coming to this point here. Anyway guys, I apologize for the delay on the videos, but she has been coming along nicely, and who knows what she's going to look like on the next video. But as you can tell, slowly but surely she is getting to the point where I can start to drive it with pride. Take care guys, bye bye.